Yo, what's going on, folks? It's me, Justin. It's time for the May website case study update. May 2022 for the million word case study. Slow rolling. We're getting there. Had some losses, had some gains. Follow me on Twitter. There's the link. Not the link, but the name. Let's see. Check this out. So background information on the website. It was launched in January of 2022. Put up like 10K words. And really, I just forgot about it until July of 2022. And then I was like, oh, we got an opportunity here. Let's actually start getting some words published. And that's kind of it. So why $300,000 to 1 million words? If about 300,000 unique words equals about 30,000 pages a month, which is plus or minus $100 a month on average, just based on historical trends, blah, blah, blah. Of course, this isn't linear. We know that. It's whatever. Just kind of the cycle of year to year. It was $515 April of 21, $2,100 April of 22. So could be $3,300 April of 23. But I go, well, what if we jump that number up, jacked it to the sky, and say, you know what, let's put 1 million words on the site. See if we can get 100,000 page views a month. Maybe, just maybe, increase on average of $333 a month. So maybe April of 2023 would be $6,200 as opposed to $3,300. Seems like a reasonable assumption. Assuming linear growth, which, as I just said, it's never. With me, it's always parabolic. That's not true either. So here's kind of the big chart, big graph right now, right? You can see total word count is the blue line. Recurring revenue is in this green box right here. Total revenue is the, semi-transparent box. And of course, this green line right here is the total revenue per month. The page views down here, that's page views. Don't even know why I've included with the scaling on this graph. It's hardly recognizable, hardly noticeable, but it's still there. So you can see kind of just overall trends as far as here's the words on the site, here's how much money it's making. Page views is entirely useless. So by the numbers, only 14 new posts were added for 318 total new posts, or total posts rather. Mostly because this month I was really just kind of tinkering around with this programmatic SEO plugin and figuring that out and playing with that. So I did like 4 posts at the beginning of the month and then the last 10 in like the last week. You know what I mean? So that number will jump up very much next month just because I will have I have a game plan, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. So total of, about almost 25,000 new words were added, unique words were added to the site. This is posts and also reusable blocks. And that's kind of why, if there's a way that I could, or that I was aware of, a way to like scan a site for all the words on posts, not just like on the back end, but what's on the front end. I'm sure the site has over 1 million words, but a lot of those pages and posts were generated not based on keywords, but just based on, hey, if for some reason somebody's looking at this pen compared to this pen, even if it gets one search a year, that's created, it's out there, it's done. So like my average words per post is incredibly disproportionate to what's reality. It's whatever. MRR went up $18 since last month, and total revenue dropped $120. And that's just, we can look at CPA offers, and if you get lucky, you get lucky, and then you boom, $150 right there. I did not get lucky. And the page view, total page views went up 5,600 because this algorithm update did not hurt me. This one that happened about a week ago. So answering a few questions before moving on. Monetization. I'm primarily looking for MRR type offers. I want to be able to send people somewhere. There's some kind of transaction, spend money, make money, whatever. There's a transaction that takes place, and I get a percentage of that, as long as they continue making transactions. I'm not a fan of, one-off, product sales. Oh, they bought this Razor scooter and I get my $5. Now do I have to wait for the next person to come buy a Razor scooter? No, it's like, I don't know if it was I don't know why I'm bringing up Razor scooters, but Razor scooter like repair place where they sign up, and then anytime they make a transaction for new parts for the Razor scooter, then I get a percentage of that. So looking at things like that. And also, yes, there are some CPA offers, but they're not typically like percentage based, if that makes sense. It's, hey, somebody signed up, they put in their credit card, they made a transaction, here's $150, because we know that over the lifespan of this customer, on average, we're going to get $400 out of them. So a lot of offers like that. There's no Amazon affiliates, there's no display ads, so there's like, this is not kind of your, I guess, typical, seemingly your typical niche site case study. Total earnings. Oh, this is not accurate. This right here is not accurate. Disregard that number because I only changed this number around here. So year to date, almost cracked that 10K. Well, it did crack it as of today, just based off one of the programs. I get updated like on the 1st and the 16th for those time periods, like the 1st to the 15th and the 16th or the end of the month. I don't know exactly how much is made in that period until the like around midnight, we'll say 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. The night before. So got that last night. Yes, that is now that across that 10K mark for this year. Anyways, let's keep moving on. So yeah, as I said, that algorithm update did not affect this site. And in fact, it's doing well. I'm happy. I'm cool with it. Onwards. So what we got going on for this next month coming up? So identified a new vertical. I already have 12 like things that I'm promoting. We're just gonna say things. And I want to get to at least 20. That way I can create 20 guides / review posts, which are kind of the longer form. I've been averaging, I think, out of the last, how many is it so far? I think 6. I think I've put up 6. Like of those 14, 6 of them were these long form guides, and all 6 of them are now, top 10 longest articles. They're between like 2,800 words. We'll just say they're around 2,800 words each, just because what I did and what I do. First of all, I ain't write any of them. My senior executive writer, Jasper.ai, wrote these articles. I cleaned them up a little bit. I added some pictures, some images, some videos, some adverts, what have you. That reminds me, I gotta do something. Hold on a second, I gotta write that down. Right. So add all that in, edit it, Grammarly Pro, yada yada. So those end up being just very long. I'm not like going in individually and figuring out, how long do these have to be? What does, no. I went through, I found the most popular piece, like the most popular product that I'm trying to promote here. I found like 15 reviews. I looked at all their H2s and H3s, and I just morphed them all into one mega sheet in Google Sheets. And now all I got to do is just plug in the name of the new product, and it just populates the outline with that name. So it has everything that needs to be done. It's easy. It's to the point. It makes it incredibly easy to just generate this content really quick. So that's kind of how that's done. So 20 review guides / posts. I want to create an alternative, like the A versus B for every single one of those. So regardless of whether it's, comparing this pen and these sunglasses, it's got to be created. I don't care. It's just going to be made. Whatever. Don't care. So get those knocked out. And it's not that like, I guess, variant in what's being compared. It's more like comparing, this pen versus a pencil or something like that. They're both writing tools, but they have very, very different application. So that's what's happening there. And then alternative to posts. And that's literally going to be, hey, here's the top 19 alternatives to X. And it's just the other other platforms in some order. And eventually over time, I'll see which kind of platforms are performing the best, because, you know, we'll see which ones make the most money, and then I'll adjust those alternative 2 platforms, or the lists, to kind of adjust for making the most money. So there's that. That's the new vertical for this month. I plan on having this just done by the end of the month. So should have about 230 new posts on the site, probably 233 if I 232 if I get the 2 articles that are on my desktop right now published. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So there's that. Video course. So I have 2 posts in a terribly monetized vertical that are ranking like very highly. I can say ranking number 1, but depends on the keyword. But they are ranking very well. I think I am on my site. It's the only article that's specifically answering one query that's getting about 2,000 or 3,000 searches per month. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a video course for, you know, that vertical and promote it on those in those posts in that vertical. That way I can, you know, make some more money. I don't know how much I'm going to price it at. Probably like, you know, somewhere between like $40 and $100. We'll see. You know, start off high, see if people buy it. If they do, great, we'll keep it there. If they don't, we'll lower it until we get some sales, and then we'll keep it there. So, create a video course. And it's going to be the same way I'm doing this one right here. It's going to be a Google Sheets or Google Slides, PowerPoint, or presentation, or whatever you want to call it, and running it. You know what I mean? So we're going to get that rolling. And that should, you know, hopefully, I mean, I'm just going to put it on Gumroad. That's easy. I at one point I did have like WooCommerce on this site, but it was just making it slow because I didn't install it on like shop.website.com. I installed it just, you know, on the core WordPress installation. So it's just like was loading all this extra shit on all the posts and pages and whatever. And it really wasn't worth it. So I just moved everything over to Gumroad. They have, I think they increased their kind of percentage share now, but they also made all like the email automation like free. It used to be you had to pay, and then it was stupid. But now all that's free, so that's just kind of where I run all my email, and it's all automated as far as if they make purchase on this product, then 2 days out they'll get this and that, 3 and 10, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Oh, also hooked up some Pabbly. This is just says create tweet. So Pabbly is like a free version of, not free, I take it back. It's a lower cost alternative to Zapier. I have no idea how I stumbled upon it, but I ended up, you know, I signed up because I was trying to, doing like the programmatic stuff to get posts published easily through like Google Sheets, whatever. I end up buying like it's like $150. There was a sale. I think it might be still going on. Not sure. It was like $150, so I get 3,000 actions per month, like forever. I'm like, all right, yeah, I can use that for something somewhere. And it was just kind of sitting there for a few weeks because the developer for the plugin got back to me, yada, yada, yada. But I'm like, you know what? I used to use Zapier, and then before that I was using IFTTT to just kind of not even try to get traffic to my site, but just to get, you know, put it out there. Hey, I think the Twitter account for this website has like 10,000 followers. Granted, they're not. It was once upon a time I created this Twitter bot that all it did was just repost pictures from Reddit, and it built up a, you know, following, whatever. And then I just took that and I said, you know what? Now you're for this website. So it has a bunch of followers but no interactions, but that's okay because I'm not necessarily doing it for, you know, retweets or link clicks. It's more just to say, hey, this is the thing. If this is, you know, this perchance you're interested in this, here you go. And also the subreddits, again, they're not necessarily to build a community of like-minded people or for the site. It is strictly there to get these posts out there. And then some of the times the Reddit post will be indexed before, let's get indexed quickly because it's Reddit. You know what I mean? So when somebody's looking for this pen versus that pencil, my site might not show up or be even indexed yet, but that Reddit post will be. And that Reddit post, when they click it, it just goes back to my site anyway. So it's the same, you know, it makes sense to me. Whatever. I added a couple delays in there, just so it's not just published and all of a sudden just boom, 3, you know, subreddits. It's just like, hey, here's this, and here's this. So I got that going on. What else we got? A couple insights. I think this might be the last slide, so bear with me here. Depending on whose calculation, whatever, site could be anywhere between $39,000 and $87,000. You can see 12 months average at 25x multiplier and a 6 months average at a 45x multiplier. I'm guessing I'd get a lot more just because the MRR aspect. And of course, with that, I don't plan on selling this. I have no desire to sell this site. It would be a pain in the ass to sell this site just because everything is kind of, whoever would buy it would need to like apply and be accepted to like 50 platforms, and fill out all those forms as they build up over time. And yeah, it'd just be a pain in the butt because anyway, unless somebody came out and was just like, hey, I'll give you $250,000 for this website, I'd say, yeah, sold. All right, cool. Most of my affiliate clicks are coming from these quote unquote programmatic SEO pages. They don't get the most traffic, but they get the most affiliate clicks because they're all bottom of the funnel. You know, this one versus that one. I'm just doing strict research and I just want to figure out, hey, is this better than this? Which one's better? And the posts are not me trying to push them one way or another. It is strictly here's the features, here's the features. Here's the pricing, here's the pricing. Here's the benefits, here's the benefits, whatever. Put it out there, let them decide for themselves. Because at that point, realistically, you know, if somebody's searching for 2 very specific products or platforms or services or whatever, they're at the point in the research where they're just kind of weighing out the pros and cons for those ones. And there's not really much. I mean, I could sit there and say, you know, this one is better, but I don't know based on their wants, needs, desires, what have you. So there's that. One big risk that I've identified, and I just did it to myself really, is one platform is generating 65% of all the MRR and over half of the total revenue, 58% of it. And I did it to myself because they were the highest, you know, they're the best performing platform. So I made it a point to promote them over other ones. And, you know, I don't think it's a huge risk just because everything that I've said about this platform or product or whatever you want to call it, everything I've said about them, all the articles that have been published, and that it's been nearly 2 years since I've published anything about them. So I think the standing's pretty good. What they have going on is good. It's kind of boom, it's solidified, it's there. I'm not out here like creating new content for them and you know, potentially break any rules. Like, no, everything's just, it's there. And then of course, I think I talked about this last time, was like the 4th highest performing platform shut down last year. So instead of panicking, I just rerouted Cloak link, because I use the Thirsty affiliates. And not 2 Cloak links, but just to manage the links. And I just had it rerouted to an alternative to that platform, and that works. I think that's the last slide. Yeah, that's the last slide. Oh, there's it. That's it. That's May 2022. Lost some dollars, made some gains. The total word count should go up significantly over the next month. Oh, one of the cool things is this new vertical just started it. You can see, I think I published my first post probably May 23rd. It started going, you know, some are getting indexed, they're getting organic traffic already. I actually made some money from it. It was 10 cents, but I still made some money from it. And I don't know why, because I think it's like a combination of a PPS along with a rev share thing. PPS being pay per sign up, and then rev share being transactions take place. I get a pretty healthy percentage of that. And I didn't know that. I thought it was just a rev share thing. So anybody that signs up, I get a nice healthy dime. Ba-ting! A couple shillings. Kenyan shillings. Anyway, so that was cool. Had to readjust some numbers because I did this at 11 o'clock last night. And then this morning, shit went up, shit went down, blah, 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 blah. So there's that. That's what I got. Peace.